Two Sons and No Alderaan, Part 2. I cut off while I was giving a few shout-outs. My storage on the phone ran out. So I'm going to try to pick right back up where I left off. Saying thank you to Pastor Rose from that's a tongue twister. And you complain about my screen name, truthsetfreetv.com. Revelations of Christ, the Ghetto Gospel, Eric Dubay, Matt Powerland, Matt Flatworth, Matt Long, yeah, something like that. Y'all got too many names. And, yeah, I'll probably think of some more along the way, too. Enough of that. Oh, yeah, Max Maximus, thank you, brother, thank you so much. You are one that, helped me in a lot of ways. And I came to realize that, all walks, not just the body of Christ. In fact, y'all are probably the last people I'm really talking to with these videos. But I mean, I do love you and want to talk to you as well. But this friend of mine, super cool guy, a Freemason. I'm not a Freemason. In fact, I can prove that with my financial history. Anyways, I'm not getting into that rant. Came out here tonight to check out the sun. Of course, it's beautiful, clear, and the trajectory of the red sky sun different. So I imagine that's why there's no chemtrails or clouds even. So we may not see it, but who knows? It always pops up right at sunset when you see them both. The little tent strip right here, to keep the sun out of your eyes. I use that a lot. I've actually got one, a solar blocker or something that got from the dollar store, that I just kind of use a little handheld whenever I stare at the sun. You need to control your eyes. You get a lot of vitamins and I think mental clarity from the sunlight. It's hard to do when you first start. Like if it's noon, that's not the time to try it. But sunrise and sunset, take some time. Geeses. I want to feast. I want the bean feast. Anyways. It hurts at first, but just stare at the sun. And your eyes are going to start watering up. You're going to be squinting and not able to do it. But it's kind of like your skin. You start to build up a natural SPF. Therefore, you don't need to wear sunblock because your skin is, gotten tolerant of the sun. But it's something I've been doing for over a year now. And you can stare directly at the sun, seeing it pulsating. Do y'all see it pulsating? Probably not. I mean, you have to bear the pain a little bit. I'm telling you, it's not easy at first, but just trust me, do this. And you'll see, it's almost like a heartbeat. Which I know it is. I mean, that is the sun. Sun, S-O-N, S-U-N. You can change the vowels to almost every word and, just play with it. You'll find out a lot of things. Nothing is complicated. Nothing. You ever play with a cat and the cat looks at you and you can see the pupils dilating, just different reasons, like a sound. just how the look you give a cat, you know. Their eyes are adjusting to that. So what you can do is change, like a transcendental meditation, if you will. Change what you are thinking about. You want to start seeing things in the sky. And of course you don't, but just for research purposes. If you want to start being able to see, I'm not clairvoyant, I'm not psychic, I'm not given superpowers by God. I'm aware that I have an opportunity to display God's love and God's power. That's it. I have nothing more than anyone else. I'm not even more intelligent than none of you. I'm just using the tools that I was given, the same one you were given. Like, you can't see any clouds, can you? I can see a bunch of them. And no, they're not the spots caused by staring at the sun. They are clouds. Change your emotions while you're looking at the sky. Or when you're in, just say, that room of your house you think might be haunted or something. Change your emotions a little bit while you're looking at stuff. Like, being more attractive. Like, if there's somebody you like, you got a crush on you, but you get, like, scared whenever you're talking to them. You know you're going to see them at, lunchtime or whatever it is. Before that moment comes, put yourself somewhere. With me, I always think of this one wave that I caught down in Mayport Falls. For me, that's like one of the highlight moments of my life. There's just this rogue wall of just water. I don't remember how high it was. The average was like a 6 foot day, 6-7 feet. But I'd say it was, a good bit bigger, maybe 10 foot. And I rode it from beginning to end. I go back there and think about that moment. How it felt, to feel yourself gliding on the top of the water, standing on the board. And it's just such a calming rush. When people see that in you, man, they see what you're feeling. They look at you and all of a sudden you look good to them. Because you're happy. And people want that from you. Even miserable people. Those energy vampires. People that can't stand you. Fact is, they want you. Because you're happy. They want whatever. They're jealous. They're so jealous. Or envious. That's what you got to do. You go and do a job interview or something, which I don't think job interviews are going to be something that's a regular part of life in the near future. But you walk in there with the attitude that you're about to take the guy who's interviewing you, you're about to take his job because you know this shit better than he does. You know what I'm saying? You get it. You don't even have to wait for them. You got to realize you're the commodity. If there was a person who is actually seeking help, they're shopping for you, not you shopping for them. I don't care how bad you need the job. You're the commodity. And you need to carry yourself like you are. Stop letting people, the police, your boss, stop letting these people be in control. They're not. Tell the cop, look, bro, you are serving me. It's not the other way around. I'm the one who pays your ass. Okay? You have a job because the little guy at the bottom is the oil that makes the machine go. So, as a cop, why did I stop you? Ask him why you pulled me over. Take control of that shit. You know, this world is full of pussies. I don't care if you're big and strong and you talk a lot of shit. And I'm 125 pounds. Fucking 5'6". Nobody gonna look at my size and think that I'm intimidating or dangerous or nothing like that. Probably gonna make some jokes even. Well, be careful who you talk about, what you say about people. Because, you know, for instance, you want to call me names, but then I mop the floor with you. I outdo you. Then that means you, what you thought you were so good at, you just got outdone. You just lost to an imbecile. Okay? You're a scientist. And a pothead can go off and outdo you in science. I don't remember your stupid ass screen name, Thundershill and Ross, whatever you guys are. You know, the ones commenting on my video. Where are you at? Like I said, you take your encyclopedia, your internet, and your 3 of your smartest friends, and whatever reference material you need, all the lifelines. Debate science with me. I won't touch the internet. I will not look up anything. I will close my eyes, light a joint, and whip your ass. I'm not a scientist. Scientist is not something I would really like to be called, to be honest. You can call me a lot of bad things, and it's not as bad in my eyes as being called a scientist. You know, a lying, manipulative leech. And your best defense is mockery. Now, why do I have such foul language? For 5 years, I kept my mouth clean. But, I mean, I'm recognizing you guys for what you are. You're shit. You're lower than shit. Whatever eats shit will disregard you and your carcass. That's how low you are. I didn't do it. You did that. You take credit for your own shortcomings. Right? No, of course not. That's why you're a fucking pussy in the first place, right? I mean, the title fits you. So, now you've been called out. How do you respond? You don't. You ghost out like every other shill that has been following me for the past, I don't know how long. Going back to controlling your eyes, I see through you. I totally see through you. And there's some people you think are just, you know, low life nobodies. I mean, I see something wonderful in you. Because when you change your emotions, you change your attitude, it dilates your pupils. Just look in the mirror and think of something that scared you. Think of something that made you happy. Think of, you know, whatever. You know what your emotions are. Bounce around them for a minute. Don't be afraid. This is how you get to know yourself. To be honest with yourself. You know, you've got a compass that you were born with that tells you what to do, how to be. But we've got so many rules on paper that we govern our lives with that we no longer trust the source. You know, cats and dogs know what they're doing wrong. Little ones. You know what I mean? They know when they're being sneaky. They know when they're feeling guilty about something. So, I mean, you don't need the Constitution to tell you what is okay and what's not okay. You know. And you validate yourself. You don't need nobody else to tell you that shit, you know? That's why, you know, if I go to jail or something, and I know I didn't do shit wrong, it is what it is. I'm gonna kick my feet up, be cool. The guard ain't the one that arrested me. So, you know, that's just another man. That's another person, you know? You think cops are, when they get off work, they want to go police people? No more than a landscaper wants to cut your grass after they get done for the day for free. It's just an illusion, man. It is such an illusion. And you want to be able to see it. And it doesn't matter what comes out of your mouth. By the time your thoughts make it to your mouth, they've already been distorted. They've already changed. At least to some degree. You don't need all that. You can try it with your pet. Talk to them without your mouth. Talk to them. Want it to feel what you're feeling or thinking. You know, this bullshit phone that can send and receive all these different signals and frequencies. This is like the coronavirus. This is a non-living matter. You are alive, engineered by the creator of everything. You know, you can't do anything to improve perfection. That's why I don't go to hospitals. I do not trust the healthcare system. Because we can heal ourselves if we have mind to. If we think that we have to go to the hospital every time something happens, then I guess we do. See, I got that scar on my leg from getting hurt surfing. I had to get 14 stitches, and I was in and out like 45 minutes. That was real healthcare. That's the one experience in my life I have ever gone to a doctor and received what I needed. Everything else has just been penicillin. You know, but you got to pay for that doctor visit for them to get on their scribble pad and give you some antibiotics. You know, that's the whole hustle. Get on a search engine and look up medical advice. You know, you can cure an ulcer in 3 days. Peptic ulcer, 3 days. You can go from severe, where my symptoms, I had 7, to a point, man, I could feel every piece of food moving through my body. I kind of like have a better understanding of where my organs are located and whatnot for this fact. Because you don't really notice your stomach till your stomach hurts. When everything hurts from the second it goes past your throat. You can do it. You know, it's all plant matter. There's no medicine, whatever fancy name they give shit. You know what it really boils down to? Eat that banana when it's not desirable looking. When it's got a lot of brown spots on it. Especially make some banana pudding with those bananas. Don't eat them shits when they're like still kind of green. The controlled vitamins and minerals that are usually used to make pharmaceuticals and whatnot, that's where they come from. Different types of, you know, like fermentation, and you know, we've gotten ourselves into this habit of saying, all this, okay, this food has been sitting out for an hour, it needs to be thrown out now, or it's been in the fridge for 2 days, it's no longer good. It's throwing away a lot of food that, you know, actually, and to me, I don't really like freshly cooked hot meals. Um, Pretty much with everything, but it really started with pizza. I mean, pizza 4 hours later is so much better than when it's hot. But I always get sidetracked. I don't care. No, because for all the money that I'm making off this video. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. You don't have to pay anything but attention. And, most of you don't even do that when you come at me with these stupid questions. I mean, you're obviously a fan, but you act like you didn't watch the video. And I mean, I'm not speaking in any kind of terms that are difficult to understand. So, why should I even spell it out for you? Either what I'm saying or what you are for pretending you don't understand it. It's coming now. It's coming. Not believing doesn't change the fact of whether or not it's going to happen. I'm trying to tell you how to be able to see it, how to recognize what's happening. You have the whole entire Word of God already, that's like your Windows. I mean, that is just your basic, your default, what you're programmed with to know. Life is really just all about remembering. Because like that deja vu feeling. I mean, I can't quote the entire Bible. But not one word of it has ever sounded like something new to me. It wasn't like reading an article in a magazine and finding out Tom Hanks is a pedo and all that stuff. Wow, I didn't know that. You read the Bible, it's almost just a confirmation. Well, with me anyway. I'm not going to say that's the way it is with you. But you got to see it much more deeply than these. This is just stories like Little Red Riding Hood, only it's the Bible characters and events. Nah, there are layers to this. If an onion's got so many layers, and it's just a piece of, plant matter, do you think the Word of God is just like anything less than just wonderful? I mean, there's no way it could be more perfect. You've got the metaphysical world, the physical world, the instructions on how to live in this this world that has always been, owned. This is the devil's world. This is not God's world. God is in the heavens. And, this is the place where they get to roam free, for they sink lower and you rise above. It's the devil's world. And the Bible's telling you how to recognize the devil. How to get past his tricks. And again, the Bible is also instructions on what is to come. It's like you're reading, trying to read it like in chronological order. That, hey, we're in Revelations, chapter 7. So, turn the page, we're almost at the end of the book. It's not exactly how that works. you're merging into somewhere new, or submerging, one or the other. Exodus is just as much the reality we're facing as the book of Revelation. Yeah. Even the way that the Greek was written, they read from right to left. The inverted world we live in, starting to add up, yeah. Read the Bible backwards. Don't act stupid and comment some shit like you really had to, take that out of context. We are in the book of Exodus. It's playing out just as much as the book of Revelation. And I don't understand it all in that regard. But I do know that, like in Thomas, I think it was, when Jesus said, "Are you so worried about where the end is that are you sure that you've even found the beginning in the first place? Because blessed is the man who finds the beginning, when he will not face death." Now, in regards to reading the Bible backwards, maybe, does that mean I'm going to end up, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I'm going to be in a garden with a bunch of animals, no woman, and an extra rib? Could be. I mean, anything, no matter how crazy it sounds, is a lot more plausible than your little fiction of the spinning ball. And I got some really cool, short but funny videos I'm about to wrap up for you guys. Not all of them funny, but some of them I think they're funny. Pre-approve them as funny. So anyways, there's another look at it. And yeah, I know I need to wash these windows, but it's a truck. Okay? It's a truck. This is Georgia. That's all I got. And that video was long enough. So, got some more things I might talk about later when I get my new webcam all set up. Thanks again for watching. I'm at 51 subscribers now. I don't know, maybe my videos do really suck, or I'm shadow banned, whatever the case is. I just refuse to believe the numbers are anything close to what they are. I mean, I feel like I'm like the least watched person on YouTube. I mean, I see some of the lamest channels. Oh yeah, here's just a real quick one. Just something real quick that I want to throw out here for you guys. Or, you know who you are. When it comes to instructional how-to shit. Now, if I title a video, "How to make DMT," you know what? It's going to be like very informative, quick, to the point, bam. You know what I mean? It irks me when you guys make these videos with this obnoxious music. I'm not saying my music isn't obnoxious, but it's a how-to video, okay? It's a how-to. Or you start rambling on about football when you're trying to show somebody how to remove the harmonic balancer off of a minivan. Which, if you've never done that before, maybe you will escape these horrors. But that's like the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my whole life. But yeah, will you please just get to it with your how-to shit? I mean, really, I read all this crap I read the whole internet yesterday trying to find out what I could give my cat so that her teething pains would go away. And you know, of course, you sorcerers and witches, you know, you always got to, every site is Mayo Clinic. I don't even click on anything that says anything like that. You know, it's just so hard to, the internet is like not even useful anymore. Which, a Roscoe, fuckhead, Thunder dude, y'all might want to get like 2 computers if you want to debate me, because you're not going to find shit on the internet no more. Y'all are making a little crappy ass little world, turning everything to shit. And you think the conspiracy theorists care? There's no conspiracy theories, dude. Shit's true. Every time, every holistic or natural cure or remedy for something, every one of them, you got to have that little disclaimer on the YouTube video. You got to say, there's no evidence that supports ... That line is so overused. There's no evidence supporting ... But, you know, we pound this theoretical mess into every child's head with the school system. You don't mention that no evidence supports any of that either. You know? But it's cool. Like, you get to have your shitty ass little world you're building. You think I am rejoicing, man. I know it's about to get bad. You know? Whether it's one of your stupid FEMA camps, or, you know, maybe somebody's going to try to embarrass me, or, you know, whatever. You have nothing. You got nothing. Not the first one of you. I'm happy. I might lose everything I have tomorrow. It is well with my soul. And I don't know how many real Israel people there are left. It's not nothing to do with no bloodline. And if you think you're special because of some bloodline, it's probably the bad blood. So I wouldn't even get too confident or happy about that. The Israelites are me and you. If, you know who you are, you know who you not are. Israel. I don't think there's very many people left that Israel. Hopefully this videos makes it to y'all. And then in that case, I'm just singing to the choir, because you know how it is. You know what time it is. It is well with my soul. So, you guys have a great night, a better tomorrow, and we're gonna regroup soon and have some more chats.